We left Annapolis yesterday, had a nice little 6-7 hour cruise down to Solomon's and threw the anchor right outside the Air Force Base, Navy base, military installation.
This run from Norfolk to Savannah was supposed to be simple, even after plowing through a pile of boxes and last-minute projects. Then, the wing engine refused to start, so we're heading offshore without our backup propulsion. With 60 hours ahead, I settled into the night watch while Dave ran through every breaker and wire trying to bring it back to life. Yep, just another unscripted day aboard our floating home. If we haven't met before, I'm Jen, and this is Dave, a Colorado couple who swapped snow boots for scuba fins aboard our Nordhavn 55. So welcome, and don't forget to hit that like button and smash subscribe so you can follow right along our journey.
What a beautiful night, nice and calm. But I wanted to share with you a little bit of our batteries, our electrical situation. So yesterday we left Anchorage, or we left Annapolis, and the batteries are topped off because we were at a marina. We threw the anchor last night before dinner at about 5 o'clock. It is now 9 a.m. We're kind of getting a late start. Someone's just playing around and putzing back there. And we are at 73% of our battery. So, and look at this. 9 o'clock in the morning and our solar's already kicked in. And we're barely discharging. Just about 2 amps an hour. So we could sit like this for about 4 months. We're going to start heading down toward Norfolk. I think we got about 5 hours today. But in 5 hours, that'll pop back up to 100%. The alternator and the solar will kick that in. It's been a pleasant night, so we didn't need any air conditioning. We cooked dinner last night. We did a little wash, I think. Just the normal stuff. And no real need to kick on a generator anytime soon. That's not bad. 3 days from Annapolis to Norfolk. We just got here and we're getting ready to go Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas in a couple of weeks, and we're going to be out there for about 6 months. So, you know, not a lot of stores out there, excuse me, but they do have this store here in the United States that delivers. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, called the Amazon. It seems to be very popular, and so that's what we're going to be doing today, is unboxing Amazon. So it's like Christmas. Yay! All sorts of good things like oil and Stanidine and filters and oatmeal and a bunch of other things. I have no idea what we got.
You know. This is almost embarrassing. Like, do we really need all this stuff? Yes, the answer is yes, we need all of this stuff. Unfortunately, they put it in a crud ton of corrugate, so good thing we recycle. This is what 6 months worth of overnight oats looks like. I am getting ready to go provisioning. I'm gonna go to Costco, I'm gonna go to Walmart, a bunch of other stores. I get a big job in the next 3 days. Come with me. It seems really counterintuitive to have to take an Uber to go pick up a rental car at the airport. Anyways, need a car to provision. We have like, I don't even know how many pounds of meat, guys. I know I need 86 pounds of steak for the next 6 months. So whatever fits in my freezer is what I'm gonna buy. So I have to do it kind of piecemeal just to make sure that I have enough room for everything. About to go into Costco with a clipboard. Yes, it's a flipping clipboard. It's the only way I can keep myself organized. I'm so crazy, but you guys have to see my list. I mean, literally, there's 4 full pages of items on my buy list. I'm here for meats today so that I can start vacuum packing my freezer up. Kind of funny when the checkout lady asks you what kind of restaurant you own. I filled an entire cart up with meat, guys. I hope it fits in my freezer. I don't know. It wasn't even everything that I needed on my list, which I didn't expect because, I mean, 6 months is a long time. Day 2 of Costco. I filled my cart, couldn't take anymore, so I had to come back. Definitely getting my steps in. I have an entire carload full of beverages. I gotta love and hate provisioning all at once. I love the process, but when it comes down to actually buying it, we couldn't have been further away from the car, so we really have to haul pretty much the last slip. There's like a half mile to the car, but look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 Nordhavns. It's a noodle. We have a noodle of Nordhavns, guys. Wasn't even planned. I have 28 of these to do. This is so much fun. It takes forever. I think it's like 1 minute per bag. What you doing?
Hey babe, guess what? Pulled out a perfectly good impeller, replaced with another perfectly good impeller. That's good.
Why'd you do that?
Well, it's time to do it. You gotta do it every year. Preventative maintenance, prophylactic maintenance.
Are you
Otherwise,
enjoying the music?
I love it. I'm getting down with it. A little upside down with it. Getting upside down with it.
Today, we are in a storm. It's like 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. We're stuck. I don't want to say stuck. We chose to stay in the marina because we'd rather be in a marina than be on the hook, kind of waiting this stuff out. Oh, 2 little lone ducks out there. They're even, whoa! It's like white caps in the marina. It's nuts. Anyways.
Good morning. It's moving day. Finally. After a week plus of sitting here in cruddy weather in Norfolk, just watching it rain and blow, we're moving. Now we're going to time it and move tonight. And we're going to go from Norfolk all the way down to Savannah, Georgia. It should take us about 60-ish hours, depending. So we're probably going to leave somewhere around 7 or 8 o'clock, right around dusk. That way we can get out with a little bit of light and then also wind up arriving in Savannah in daylight hours, which is always a plus. So Hurricane Melissa is well offshore. It sucked all the bad weather out with it, and we are now moving. I'll tell you how bad it was. This is how bad the weather was. When you're sitting on the dock in Norfolk and there's 6 Nordhavns, a 47, a 51, a 52, 2 55s, and a 68. Most of us are all waiting for the weather to clear up so we can start moving again. So anyway, moving day. I am about to go, got a little couple of projects. Yesterday, did all the engine stuff. So it's that time of year. I change all the impellers. We have 3 impellers, one for the generator, one for the wing engine, one for the hydraulic pump. For the hydraulics, change those. The old ones were fine, but you change them every year and then you don't have to worry. Change the primary filters and the secondary filters on all the engines. I just like clean filters. Probably didn't need them, but I change them. I change them often. You can't, the only thing that can really kill an engine is bad diesel. So we keep clean diesel on here and I make sure of it with clean filters. Did oil changes. The main engine's a 340 horse John Deere, a Lugger 1276, and that takes, you ready for this one? 44 quarts of oil. So basically 11 gallons of oil. And I like doing that at a marina so I don't have to lug it around, and they have an oil disposal tank over here. I can just drop it off. That's nice. And then today, we're gonna fill up with some water. Just a quick show you, a lot of people use different filters for the waters, some cheap ones, some Walmart ones. I use this one by ClearSource. First, I always use a dedicated water line. This water hose has had nothing but filtered clean water in it. I've been to some marinas where when you can smell the water coming out of the tap at the marina, I wouldn't use it. So always use a dedicated, just fresh water hose. It goes through 3 different filters. The first one, they call this a 5 micron rust filter. Gets all the rust out. And believe me, after a couple of months, I pull that out and it is rusty. It is brown. The next one's a 0.5 micron filter, which is very, very tight. And that's a coconut shell carbon block technology. It says it reduces bacteria, reduces cyst, like giardia and a bunch of other stuff. Improves taste and smell. Ooh. And the last one's a virus guard, and that's approved by NASA. And that's gonna reduce E. coli and viruses. All I know is that my water tastes good. We never have a problem with the water on board the boat. So I'm gonna go fill that up right now. We have a 600-gallon tank. So we fill that sucker up. That way we don't have to use our onboard water maker as much. And 600 gallons will last Jen and I, with showers and washers and everything else, easily a week and a half, if not more. Sometimes we do 2 weeks or so, unless I decide to clean the boat. And then it's a lot of water to clean this boat. I can easily go through about 100, 200 gallons just cleaning the boat. So that's it. Getting ready for moving day. The next little project we're gonna do today, I should have done earlier. I neglected it a little bit because I just didn't feel like dealing with it, but we got a new tender. We got a 14-foot Walker Bay, which we love. Whenever you get a new tender, you need new chocks for the boat deck so that they fit right. And we got the new chocks. We tie them down with those pad eyes right there. There's 2 in the back, there's 2 in the front, and I need to move those things today. They're right there. I need to move that other one over to the other side so I can tie them down. The tricky part with this is, 1,200-pound tender. If you get some rough seas, that thing can start moving around, and you need to have it bolted down pretty good. So you just don't screw into the boat deck. You need to bolt through. We've taken the ceiling off, a couple of panels, and you see these bolts with these big washers. That's how you bolt them down. I need to move the old ones and put in some new ones.
Hey, we are just leaving beautiful Norfolk, Virginia. We've been here for about 2 weeks. Kind of got locked in from the storm that was passing. I guess all the low pressure, high pressure stuff mixing together. We had 40-knot winds, but so we had to stay an extra week. But we are headed out on our first, let's see, 3 full nights, I believe. 3 full days, 3 full nights out on the Atlantic. We're gonna head straight down to Savannah, Georgia. So weather finally broke. Got some decent following seas, so we're headed out. It's like 6. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
It's about dinner time, so we're just jumping right into it. This is what happens in a good weather window. Look at all the boats, you guys.
Well, we're here about 12 miles off the coast. I know we're at least 12 miles because my Starlink's not working. You get closer to 12 miles to shore, the Starlink works. But we passed Cape Hatteras. We're coming up on Cape Fear in a couple hours, and then we'll probably hug the coast a little bit more. I missed college football today, so because of the no Starlink thing, probably should have planned our course a little bit closer to shoreline. But interesting thing happened yesterday in Norfolk when we got ready to leave. We'd been sitting there for a week. We're so anxious. I'd done all the maintenance downstairs with impellers and oil changes and fuel filters, and we went to start up, and the main engine started just fine, and the wing engine, nothing, nada, zilch, won't even turn over. We have a hydraulic package on this boat, which is powered by a PTO off the wing engine. So when we come into a marina, leave a marina, or even an anchorage, we have the main engine on, of course, and that does have provide hydraulic power, albeit very small, just pretty much enough for the stabilizers while we're cruising around. It will provide some emphasis on some thruster, but not a lot really. The wing engine, we turn that on coming out of the marina, going in. We rev it up. We can run those bow and stern thrusters. We can go up and down the coast of the United States sideways all day long. There's really no limit on them like traditional battery ones. So the wing engine, when it started, I couldn't figure it out. It's getting power to the panel. It's getting power to the starter. It just won't crank. Won't even turn over. So it's got to be an electrical problem. And on that wing engine, we've got a Lugger 984, and it's got a DC fuse. This is a 40 amp breaker fuse. And it's got 2 relays, one to start and one to run. And I swapped those out, nothing. I took the fuse out and I jumped them. That didn't work. So, kind of confused. Now that that's over, here's a question I'll ask all you seagoing mariners. Would you have left the dock on a 3-day journey offshore without a wing engine? Without thrusters, it's difficult, to say the least. We didn't need them. The slip we backed out of and then took off, not a big deal. We're obviously not going to need them out here in the ocean. And then we're familiar with the marina. We've stayed at it before down in Savannah. We're going over to Isle of Hope. I knew that when we got to Isle of Hope, we're going to be there in daylight hours. The weather's going to be good. Not a lot of wind, not a lot of current. And we're going to call them up and just say, hey, we need a little assistance getting in because you know, it's not a big crowded marina with lots of fairways to go in and out of and then back into a slip. This is going to be pretty much a face dock and just slide her on in there. We left Norfolk without the wing engine. So the question is, would you do that or would you stay and get that wing engine fixed so you have it just in case you need it going offshore? And of course you need it going into the marina. What would you do? I'm about to go back down and tinker with wires and see if I can jump breakers and see if I can get that wing engine started so we can have it when we get to Savannah in 2 days.
Seagulls flying right behind us. You trying to land, buddy? Getting ready for night 2. Right, Dave? Can't figure it out?
My brain's not smart enough.
Well, you're smart enough. Just darn engine. We're doing some tests with the engine, the wing engine. So I'm gonna turn it on and leave it on. It's got a really loud beep. It's awful. But
I'm flipping the ignition on while Dave is in the engine room trying a few things out.
isn't that awful? It's deafening. So I put my editing headphones on. Can't stand it. We will be there in 1 day, in 15 hours. Alright, it's dinner time, so I prepared some meals because we didn't know how rough it was going to be, so we fixed salmon and rice, broccoli, we had that last night. Tonight, our leftover burgers, we love leftovers, and french fries. Yay, french fries. So I got my handy dandy little tiny air fryer. Burgers and fries. Hey, this was tough. I just woke up from a 4-hour shift of sleep. I was in a deep sleep, but it's my turn because Dave was starting to nod off. So we're on night number 2. I mean, there's nothing out here. The radar shows absolutely no boats. Like, it's so smooth. So it's turned out to be a wonderful night, but I am so flipping tired. I'm hoping that all the coffee will help me. Drinking all my coffee. This is a really big cup of coffee. It's been real quiet, which is good. We want it boring. You don't want to keep it too exciting at night because you're really on your toes. But we've not seen any ships. Nothing. It's like spooky dark in here. We do have these yellow running lights, which actually don't affect our night vision too much, so it does add a little more safety when we're walking around. Can't even see our route. It's so hard. I can barely see it. That's our radar showing zip, nothing, zilch.
I heard something.
I got soaked. Camera got soaked. I'm gonna have to rinse it. Crap. I'm still videoing. Oh, I got my camera wet. Wasn't supposed to do that. I gotta dry it all off. We are in the middle of our last night on this trip, thank goodness, because I'm having trouble sleeping. I did take a good 5-hour nap, but I got the 3:30 to sunrise gig, but we're just getting into the inlet to head up to Savannah, so we're getting close. We've only got, I don't know, a couple hours, a few hours left, 3 or 4 hours. Thank goodness, because I'm ready to be done. These following seas are a bit, just rock us around a bit. I mean, just more annoying than anything, but we're excited to be on dock for the day. Got my parents coming in to help finish up provision, but yeah, it's been a good trip so far. Eventless, which is good, well, aside from our wing engine not working, which is gonna suck to dock, but we'll be fine. There's gonna be hardly any current, so I am not worried at all, but always on guard, always on guard. This shows our rudder movement right here, and this shows our stabilizers. The ship's getting worked pretty hard. We just saw dolphins, so I had to come out. Because who doesn't love a good dolphin, right? But we have this huge container ship coming at us, guys. Look at it. Thing's huge. We're just getting into Savannah. It's been a long 60 hours. But I don't see no dolphins. These ships are massive. It's all your packages, Dave. That's gonna be our shipment from Amazon when we show up to the marina.
All right, so figured out what was the cause of the wing engine not starting. And it was a simple $15 part that failed, which in turn broke a $2,000 part. So not too happy about that. Lugger 984 wing engine, we use it every time we start up and go into marinas. We use it because it powers our hydraulics, like I said earlier. So it's actually got some hours on it. We use it all the time. It's very, very reliable. So when it didn't start the other day, it got me concerned. With this engine, there are 3 DC relays. There's a little fuse, you got a stop, a fuel, and a start. And these relays are very, very simple. They're just 4 pins. All it does is it just makes a little connection, right? So when you turn the key up in the pilot house or hit the start button down here, all that does is connect one end to the other end, and that provides power for the starter. So our starter here, I tested it and it had plenty of juice coming in from the battery, and I tried to jump the solenoid to get it to click and start, and it wouldn't, and that was kind of weird. What turned out to be the issue was this start relay. So that start relay failed in the closed position. What happened is that when we turn the key to start the engine, it connects, and then when we release the key, it's supposed to stop, so it disengages the starter. This one failed in the closed position. So the starter just kept on going and going and going, and then eventually burned out on our last ride. So yeah, that little $15 part cost us a $2,000 starter. So I knew it wasn't. I had replaced the relays. I swapped them out from the generator, the exact same relays. They're pretty simple. They're all over Amazon for, like I said, about 15 bucks. and could not figure out why that starter would not even just click if I jumped the solenoid, just nothing. So that is a new one. I've got to clean up this wiring mess, put the wiring loom back on. That is the old one, which is now completely fried. And I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to have it rebuilt or not, to have a spare one. These things really just don't die on you. So that's why I was a little concerned how that other one died. So that's it. That $15 part caused me to go crazy for a couple of days as I'm trying to figure out why it's not starting. And finally, once we pulled into Savannah, figured it out and replaced the starter. That's it. Boat life.
Thanks for riding along to Savannah. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. We love hearing from you. We'll see you next time aboard Explorado.